Hey, how much did Thanksgiving cost you this year? I'm asking because I'm getting some conflicting data here, and there's a really interesting lesson to be learned here. Yesterday, I got the email from Empower that said that $137 was the average that people are spending on Thanksgiving, with Gen Z and millennials spending more than boomers. I then took that data and made a tweet, and I thought it was pretty interesting. 176 for Gen Z, 169 for millennials, and just $90 for boomers. But then I saw this chart. Average cost of Thanksgiving is going down, and now it's around $50, and this is from CNBC. So how are these two things possible? 137 on one end, 55 or $50 on another end. Somebody has to be lying, right? Like, how do we make sense of all of this data and information? It's always in the details. If you go back to the CNBC chart, you'll notice that the source here is the American Farm Bureau Association. So you got to dig into the details. Who exactly is that? The Farm Bureau is a farming lobbying organization, not a university, not a research firm. They are a lobbying organization. That Wells Fargo found that it was $80. And as we know, Wells Fargo has the actual spending information of their clientele. So they know where you are spending money via credit card or debit card or something like that. And then going back to the Empower study, that one was done via survey. So they wouldn't ask people how much money they were spending. Now, what does all of this mean for you? What is something that you can learn from all of this? This all comes down to research and getting multiple sources as you go throughout the research process. Whether it's the stock market, trying to figure out what's going on with the economy, whatever it is, you got to dig into the details and figure out who is saying what they are saying, where are they getting that information from, and why. That's why on the Building Bear Brief, where I help you to see the stock market clearly, I tell you exactly where the source came from. And anytime I'm doing a video on YouTube or even a tweet thread, I'm usually confirming with 3 different sources to confirm what it is I'm talking about. Because that's what a true expert should be doing if you are going to give information to the masses. So now I am going to ask you, how much have you spent? We're going to do our own study here. How much have you spent on Thanksgiving so far? Is it more or less than what it was last year? And while you're at it, go ahead and sign up for the Building Bear Brief, where I go into deep dive details on what is going on in the stock market so you can see things more clearly. BuildingBread.com/news.